Welcome back to the channel. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, man. It means the world to me. So, we're going to be talking about Tren Ace and its mental side effects, or honestly, the lack thereof. Okay? So, obviously, if you're on social media, you've heard the lie be told that a low dose of Tren Ace is gonna make you lose your fucking mind, and you're gonna think your wife's cheating on you, and I've heard divorce in a bottle and all these different fucking things. Even at 150 milligrams or less a week. Now listen, after experimenting now with the low dose and ramping it up to a moderate dose, I'm just not seeing it, guys. I think there's a lot of fear mongering going on social media. And the reality is, it's not as bad as it's, being portrayed to be, okay? Did I notice slight increase in aggression? Potentially. But you know what? It's pretty helpful in the gym to be a little bit more aggressive, right? Maybe it's because I'm not an angry person to begin with, right? I'm a pretty chill guy. But if anything, the slight increase in aggression has actually been beneficial to me, okay? I don't think my wife's cheating on me. I don't think any of these crazy things are going on. I'm not seeing it. I'm not experiencing what people told me I was going to experience. And I feel absolutely like I have to get on here and tell the truth. Because, listen, bodybuilding, powerlifting, whatever, these are extreme sports. And if you want to be serious and competitive, you got to take the right compounds at the right dosages. And no one's going to have the balls to do it anymore, because they're basically being told that if they take this tiny bit of Tren Ace, they're going to lose their fucking mind. It's so crazy, guys. Now, listen, I've been getting my bloods pulled as well, and I'm going to be getting more blood work done here in the next 3 weeks to get, an accurate read on my on-cycle blood work with adding the Tren Ace. And, I don't expect to see anything crazy. I'm not going to lie, okay? I am taking precautionary measures, like I talked about in a different video. You take blood pressure medication, baby aspirin, take Seroquel to sleep, amongst some other things. Maybe they're slipping the mind right now. But, guys, if you do the things you need to do while on cycle to stay healthy, all these nasty side effects are not gonna fucking pop up. They don't just pop up out of nowhere, okay? These are hormones, right? They're not even really like drugs. They're hormones, guys. We have hormones in our bodies. It's just how we function. So, this talk that, you take some Tren and you're gonna have a heart attack or, whatever it may be, it's just totally fucking bullshit. I don't think anybody has died, acutely from Tren. It's not going to happen, okay? Now, I'm not saying, look, if you don't already struggle with mental health issues, you're a really jealous person, maybe you're angry, sure, it's, has potential to make those things worse, but so does everything, man. It's not just the Tren. That would be any androgen, okay? Like, to be honest, especially in terms of aggression, I found no difference between, high dose tests and a moderate dose Tren. To be completely honest, I felt more aggressive and irritable on RAD 140 than I have on Tren. So, take that for what you will. But I think, honestly, there's a lot of lies being told about Tren. It's not as bad as people say it is. If you go into it believing you're going to have all these crazy mental sides and all the shit's going to happen, guess what? It's going to fucking happen because you already believe it, right? You're already anticipating it. But if you go into it with an open mind and just, willing to experience whatever actually happens, I strongly suspect you're going to have a similar experience to me and find out it's not as bad as everybody says it is. It's just really not. And I even, I told my wife that I was going on it, and I told her to, keep track of my mood, and because sometimes, it's hard to be objective, right? I got someone else from the outside in telling me I haven't changed. I'm not any more aggressive. None of this stuff that, I was told was going to happen is actually happening. Am I surprised? No. I suspected this from the beginning, okay? Another thing I want to bring up. Where's my boy Jordan Oakley, dude? Where's Jordan Oakley? He was the last one here on social media really telling the truth about this stuff. And guess what? He's fucking gone. Can't find him. They kicked him off all social media. So, you know, was he being too truthful? I think so. I think he ruffled a lot of people's feathers. But you know what? You know, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to be preaching the same message. Dude, 350 MIGs at Tren Ace or go fucking read Harry Potter. You feel me? That's just the truth. Don't be afraid of these compounds. If you want to be serious, you want to be competitive, you got to take them. Okay? Make sure you're getting sleep at night. If you got to take a medication to do it, do it. But if you keep your blood pressure in check and you get enough sleep, dude, the irritability and the aggression, it's not going to be there. Okay? Like, sure, if you're running really high blood pressure and, you know, you got all this shit going on, like maybe you're going to be a little more aggressive, but is that necessarily from the trend? Probably not. It's probably more about the blood pressure, right? You know, another thing I heard fucking Ryan Russo say the other day, he was doing this interview with this idiot kid, dude. It's maybe like 20-something. He was talking about his cycle. He ran like 300 tests, 300 master on, and 25 VAR. And he's saying he wants to look like Colin Von Moger. Dude, shut the fuck up. You're not going to look like Colin Von Moger taking fucking 300 mass, 300 tests, and 25 VAR, dude. He was on trend, okay? You want these crazy physiques, you got to take the compounds necessary in order to get those physiques, right? It's just, like, it's obvious. It's very simple, okay? It really is. People overcomplicate this shit. They make it, you know, just way more complicated than it needs to be. You got to run the doses. You got to run the compounds. It's the only way you can really be serious about this, right? You look at any of these guys on social media, they're all on trend. If they look fucking sick and amazing, vascular, hard, and dense, they're on trend. And if they tell you they're not, they're lying. They're like, oh, I'm just on Primo and fucking... No, bullshit. It's just bullshit. And not enough people are on here telling the truth. So I'm sorry if it hurt somebody's feelings. You know, the reason I know this is because unfortunately, I followed all that fucking bad advice. And I did it for like a year and a half, 2 years, you know, trying to get big on these mini doses, doing all these weird compounds. It doesn't work, okay? It just doesn't work. So hopefully I can save somebody a lot of time, a lot of money by staying away from all that bullshit. Just stick with what works. It's that simple. Don't be afraid to run trend. Don't be afraid to run tests, you know, 500 MIGs or more. It's not going to kill you, all right? It's just not. So, guys, keep lifting, stay up. You know, we can accomplish anything. Let's get it.